Welcome back to our channel on
Life as we know it.
Guys, hello, welcome back. And to the new subbies, hello! We're very happy to have you here in our little community of people, of humans. You know, the human species, not aliens. But I'm just kidding, guys. We are very happy to have you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, you know, hit the notification bell, you know. But anyways, guys, so today we'll be discussing a very, very important topic. Can I get a drum roll, please? Ow, this bit of song. Teenage pregnancy.
Yeah.
But before we go into that heavy stuff, guys, yes, this bit of song.
Oh, look.
Before we go into the heavy stuff, let us, please, you know, like, how are you feeling?
About this topic? Or in general?
In general and about this topic.
In general, I'm good. I think I'm in a good space. But about this topic, I'm very nervous. Very, very nervous.
Shaking.
My stomach is in knots right now.
And please note, everyone, that like this is just our experience and our perspective. You know, we call this channel Life as We Know It for a reason, as we know it. So we're not trying to generalize teenage pregnancy like how it is for everyone. We're just discussing our experience.
Yeah, so that's what's making me nervous. I think it's always like nerve-wracking to put yourself out there and to share your story as vulnerable as possible. So yeah, that's what's making me nervous. But overall, it's a heavy topic that we're going to be tackling today. And as Undando said, we are going to be speaking about it from our perspective. So me, the mom, the teen mom, and her, the teen mom's daughter.
It's so crazy because she is a teen mom, as in she had me when she was a mom when she was a teen, and also she's a teen mom because she's a mom to a teenager. So,
yeah. Anyway, how are you feeling? I forgot to ask you, how are you feeling?
Yeah, you forgot because you don't love me. Anyways, what? I am feeling amazing. I don't know, like I'm feeling amazing. Maybe because I didn't have homework this an entire weekend. But no, like I'm feeling come on, as Tyler would say, you know. Like I'm feeling you know, like I don't know how to put into words, but I'm feeling great.
That's good.
I'm also on sugar, so
yeah, ngathi kwakusithi kudala inja xa itye isigcawu iba ne-energy. Ngathi inja itye isigcawu.
Inja itye isigcawu. Xhosa, guys, no, it will never not baffle me. Also ixesha xhashwa yinja, like what's that?
You'll get it someday. Anyway.
No, I know what it means.
What does it mean? What does this mean?
It's time. Like no, like we don't have time. Like time is not on our side. I know what it means, but like
you just don't understand the correlation to the dog.
Yes, like what does a dog have to do with anything about time? Like,
I don't know. If you know an answer to this, please write it in the comments.
Like
I don't know. Yeah, anyway, let's get into it. Today we speak about teenage pregnancy, and I'm going to speak from the perspective of the teen mom. So yeah. Hey guys. Firstly, life in that you mustn't do something wrong, because when you babanye bayayenza akho nto yenzekayo, but once wena uyenze uyabhaqa. You get in trouble. ndingabo bantu ke mna ke. I am that
I
person.
know the story.
I am that person. So anything that I do, I best believe it will be on blast and so bad. I'm gonna get in trouble for it. Like so with regards to me falling pregnant at 17, because I was still in grade 11, a high school game ndikule ndangena in period yosindiswa ndandisindiswe
Grade 11.
mamela ndandisindiswe yava hayi ke ndihamba iscripture inyoni iloo nto ke girl, single, saved and satisfied.
3 S's.
Then and jonga ke abantu ke who had already started like doing adult activities, I used to judge them. I used to judge them quite a lot. Like ndandi loo nto girl, single, saved and satisfied, ibajaja iba yo guys, how could you? Hey, waziwathi uThixo ndoqala nje uyenza zange kuphele ne-3 months. Waziwathi uThixo nakia sibona phaa kuwe ke ntombi le nto buyijaja uma sithi hayibo why guys blah blah blah. The moment ndaqala ujola ndafumana boyfriend zange kuphele ne-3 months siqale ukwenza ezo adult activities. Hayi ke then ngaloo nto my mom had already she found a job in Cape Town, because I went to I was in King Williamstown at the time at Qonce, and I went to a girls' school. So yeah, and my mom was in Cape Town at the time, and I was with my aunt. And yeah, so at the time ndandihlala nomakazi and ndangayazi noba ndizayithini iqala ngaphi le nto ithetha kumama. Eva? First of all, my mom is very strict. My mom is very strict. Because ngumakhulu, but also my mom khulisile naye, very very strict. So I didn't know uba ndizayiqala ngaphi le nto.
Didn't you say bana wandiqala ubetha xa ndilele ngebhedi kushushu?
Tshomi sasibethelwa yonke into thina.
Didn't tell you tonight.
Asibethelwa yonke into. Asibethelwa yonke into. Asibethelwa ngepeyinti kodwa kushushu. So yeah, my mom was that girly. She was very strict. So I remember ndiqonda ndenzayiqala ngaphi lena, because like hayibo umama noba uzawuthi andiyazi noba uzandibetha. I was so scared. And I remember the time whereby ndaqala my cousins, and then we had to tell my aunt, my other aunt, we had to tell umakazi so that abe khona xa kuzawuxelelwa umama. Abe
Also,
khona
the act
room,
safe.
so that if anything happens, funeka phakathi kwam namama, so that if anything happens,
Wow.
yeah, angakwazi ulamula situation. But yeah, and I got pregnant in 2011, at the end of grade 11.
At the end, all that I was like,
Yeah.
you said grade 11, I was like, what? I thought you meant that. I was like, well then, how old am I?
Hi, man. So yeah, and then ndaxelela umama ke ba girly kunango kwenzeka. In fact, let me not lie, umama is the type to see izinto from afar. So ndathi ndingena emnyango ndiye holideyini wathi kutheni sibe mhlophe nje, ntana mhlophe kangaka. She saw me ndingena emnyango. So that was that. And
You are mhlophe.
Yo. But yeah, when I was pregnant, I was extra light in complexion. So yeah, and
That's crazy.
Nyanke ndamxelela, she was very disappointed. Very disappointed. I think you seldom see my mom cry. And that day she cried like proper. And I don't know.
I don't think
like,
I will shrink. No.
out of izinto, you know, xa ungumntana uyamosha and whatnot, there's ayikho into endingayilinganisa nalaa mini njenge-disappointment endayibona ebusweni bakhe when we were telling her the
So
news.
much worse.
So yeah, she cried, and you know, the silent cry. So yeah, and that was that. Told her, and fortunately ke, she was like, yabona ke ngoku uzondenza umzali olixoki because ndandithe umntu net zeke net abe nomntana uyawuyeka isikolo ahoye umntana wakhe. Ngoku ke ngoku ndithi no, uzawuphindela esikolweni uyogqiba umatric, because at this time I was already 6 months pregnant, and yeah, I was in matric at this time. So that was that, and she was like, now you're gonna have to go back to school. We'll figure it out. So I was very grateful for that. My mom has been a very like huge support system. I don't know how I would have done it without her.
Shout to you, Google. Much love.
So yeah, she was like, yeah, now because you're gonna go back to school, babes. So yeah, and that's how it happened. I told my mom, and she was like, go back to school, we'll figure it out. So
how did you feel like going back to school? You have a big tummy.
Yo, I told you it was my way into a girls' school. So I think that's even worse with regards to Uhlebana and...
Girls are so much drama. Don't get me cancelled, but we all know, like, girls are just so dramatic.
Yeah.
Like, they're just so dramatic.
But they can also be a huge support system. Like
Girlhood is...
And I had that. I was like, my friends pulled through for me. So yeah, but other than that, the fact that I had like very supportive friends, yeah, it was very hard to go back to school. And I'm in matric, and yeah, utu hamba nje corridors, and there are girls. The money is
Polo, okay, I said, oh, Nangia, there's my niece right there. That's
I went to school with dub swag, so so yeah, it was very hard. I had to grow a thick skin. That, you know what, you are pregnant, and yeah, like ulapa ngoku, and you just need to. Babes, noba uyabona uba uyahletywa, noba uyabona uba like people abanye abantu bazibhekelisile, and yeah, it's tough. But as I've said, I had a very good support system in terms of my friends, and Umemtime, may her soul rest in peace. She was a very good support system for me. Yes, my Xhosa teacher. So I was so terrified. And disappoint, because I was one of her A students. So and when she found out that I'm pregnant, and I got the shock of my life, because then gone by disappointed. But she was like, you know what, Mdanam, these things happen. What matters is that how do you move forward from here? How do you shut down the noise? How do you, you know, make it up to yourself, even make it up to your parents, and how do you move on from here? So yeah, and I was like, it was nice, man, to have a support system, and she really supported me. I remember she even went to the principal to ask them, because it was winter at the time, closer to the time that I was going to have my baby. Not yet. I know we're gonna need this. But
you look like you're about to cry, bro.
It was winter. Yeah, because that woman, she pulled through for me. It was winter, and it was cold, and then uniform. So she went to ask the grade head so that I can wear a tracksuit. And that she pulled through for me. Like, she supported me. She was like, you know what, and it just matters about uzakwenza from here on out. How do you make it up?
In her class?
I did. Yeah, so I had you in July, and I had to stay 2 months away from school. I had 2 months and I had to catch up on a lot, because that's a lot from July until I went back to school in September. So 2 months, and obviously it was matric, so trials, and I had to catch up on a lot of work. but I always had lamagama kamemdime to say, how am I going to make it up to my parents? How am I going to make it up to myself? Because now I'm just disappointed. So I made sure that I catch up. Number one, I made sure that I study. Because I was like, hey man, people are already looking to see about, oh, wonder, wow, meet, hello, so so yeah, I had to
look at you now.
I had to make sure that I do a great comeback. So nyani ke nda pass matric with a bachelor's pass and a few distinctions. And yeah, that's how it happened. It's been quite a journey. It's been a journey for the first 4 years of your life. I went to school. I went to varsity, and it was very tough, guys. Pregnant. One thing that you need to know is that it changes everything, because now you're a mom. You get to watch ubomi be friends zakho, people abalingana nawe, move on, and they get to still do the things that they into zendanga zabo yabo. They still were children. They still could go to varsity and go to freshers parties and all of that. But for me, it was okay, now you're a mom. So this is why we have these tissues.
Because we knew that you were gonna cry.
So yeah, it's a role that you just step into, and no matter I had to know now I'm a mommy and I can't go and do the things that Indangazam could, because so I remember even with my friends, we all went our separate ways in terms of school. So I went to Cape Town because that's where Mama was. And yeah, I stayed in Lini. And I feel like if I didn't have a child, but I had to stay home because I have a baby. And I remember I didn't see my friends for quite some time. Once in 3 months or once in 6 months, because now straight after school I go home because I have a baby. And I remember at the time and then after school, when we were school in Yoglanda, my brother, Yoglanda.
I remember. I'd force him to put me to literally put me on his neck because I was like, no, can't do this.
Yeah, so yeah, it was very, very tough. I had to jump into the shoes of being a parent at the tender age of 18. So in as much as it was tough, I feel like it was it had a positive impact as well. Yes, I also wanted to be a child, but I couldn't. But I'm saying it also had a positive impact in that from the age of 18 years, I've always had something to work towards. I've always had something to push me, to work towards because now I have a baby. I can't afford to slip. I can't afford to, mess up or not take things seriously, because now I'm not only doing it for myself.
When the 20s era, you're just experimenting with life.
Yeah. So I can't afford to, do things. Now I'm not only doing it for myself, but there's literally someone that I need to take care of. And I remember at the time, and it was a tough time. It was a tough time, and it was strenuous because on me emotionally as well, because you're born about, hey, sitsala nzima apha endlini, like umama is going through the most, and it's hard because I've put her in this situation. Ibe nabantwana yena bakhe abadala ngoku, but now ndize nosana olubomvu whereby kunideka amanapkeni, kunideka ubisi, kunideka and so kwangekho lula, to a point where ndathi ndifunda ke I had to take part-time job. I had to take part-time jobs because ndandqoma ndifuna uncedisana ne-situation so that I can at least be able to buy you amanapkeni. So kwanzima because now I had to go to school full-time. Xa ndiphume esikolweni ebusuku, I go to my part-time job. Luckily I found a part-time job endiqala ngo-5 ndiphume ngo-9. So
wouldn't I be asleep by that time?
Yeah, you were asleep by the time I went home. Then then obviously in the morning I ndokulungiselela uba uye creche and all of that. But yeah, it was tough. It was tough. But yeah, we did it, and there came a point, because I was juggling all of these things, iskolo and the situation at home, like I have to work and make sure that you have an amanapkeni. It was stressful. I remember on two.
I had a lot of great memories from when I was
I remember on two, you were such a sweet baby. From your infant stage, you were such a sweet baby. And then what were bana two sana lam? Hey, ayike.
But
Ungalili, ungakhali. And ke ngoku awufuni no one else. Ufuna mna ndedwa. Even if umama uyazokuthatha akushushuza thina. Awumfuni uyasuka kuye ufuna mna ndedwa. And this is a time where I'm studying. So ndibhizi cross night uyakhala umntana ngapha. Hey, jonga ndandingalali ndikubeka emqolo ndiyafunda ndiyathini. It was tough. And I remember
ndikwazi uthetha.
That's another thing that was frustrating because you can speak. You spoke at a very young age. Like wakhawuleza uthetha wena. So it was like ndandozufuna ntoni, and I would hate ubufuna ntoni uyakhala xa.
But mama also spirits like the J energies around that kind of was not very pretty.
Yeah, I feel like the energies of the house
it was not very pretty.
Yeah, and you could feel that because abantwana bayasive space. So yeah, it was tough, and ndiyakhumbula ndiqala ufail. I failed that year. I failed.
Well,
I failed, and it knocked me so bad. Ndakhumbula ndisithi kumama ndifuna mama mna ndizafuna ukwenza law. Ndifuna ukwenza HR mama ndizafuna ukwenza law. Hey, yayimbi imeko. I remember she even got like my cousin's husband because he's a lawyer wathi wawucela bandicebise.
What?
Yeah, so because I failed for the first time in my life. And I failed. So for the first time in my life, I failed. I think I was low-key depressed at that point because obviously I wasn't diagnosed or anything, but I failed to a point whereby failed. Law of property. I failed. It was so
law
bad.
Of property.
It was so bad. So yeah, it was tough, but again, and then nzima man, to a point where mama was like, you need to go live with your dad because I needed to go back to school because after I failed, I went to work.
Yes, I don't have beef with this failure. I failed.
Yeah, after I failed, ndayopangela. Ndangekafumana umsebenzi. Yeah, that year ndangekafumana umsebenzi, so it was very tough, and you had to go now live with your dad's family. And yeah, how was that? I feel like let's hear from you. How was your upbringing as a child of a teen mom?
It doesn't only as teenage pregnancy doesn't I want to stay like this. Teenage pregnancy doesn't only affect the actual teenager who was pregnant. I feel like it also affects the kids or the products of such in a way that is cookie pros and cons to everything, I believe.
Yeah.
Yo, Hashem. A lot of cons. No. Guys, like, I feel like my experience, like, because, right, I went to live there. Like, I only lived Payakadisha to, like, about 4 years of my life. And then when I was going to turn 5, I went to go stay with my dad. But, like, I remember memories of such, like, it was nice to be with family, but, like, I couldn't, like, shake the feeling that, you know, I was at a very young, very
Young.
English. Anyways, I was at a very young age, and, like, I feel like it was so hard to navigate life without my mother. That's what alone.
But that's what it
I
is.
wasn't alone. Look, I also didn't want, like, I cried most of the time.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't have my mom with me, and I feel like, you know, that was a very hard thing, like, to be so far apart, only seeing each other on holidays and stuff, and like, and like it was just so hard, man. Like, I don't want to make it seem like I didn't like living there with the other people.
Yeah.
But it was just so. I feel like I'm gonna crash out right now. And I was just so like.
Hard.
It was so hard because I remember us being on calls and being like, you know, Mama, it's only 3 more years until we live together. And like it was just so hard because every time when I have to go back,
You would cry.
I cry like nobody's business. Like it hurt me so much. Like I don't even know, like words can't describe how much pain I felt. Yeah. Wait.
Yeah.
Words can't even describe how much pain I felt during those times because, like, it's like, hey, I like to say like a lot. But like it was just so. It was so, like, also my emotions at that time, like, the teen a young child needs their mother
Yeah.
in the early stages of their life. But I didn't have that, you know?
Yeah.
And shout out to my dad, love you. Shout out to my grandma, love you. Shout out to Dubsum, love you guys. And all the aunties that took care of me, wow, to all of you especially, you know? But like, I would like to take away that pain. Like I'd always be sitting by myself and crying. Like whenever I was in my own space, like I just think about how I'm not with you, and I would like always cry. Yo, I suddenly that time to cry, guys. Wow,
Same.
wow.
That's a good thing.
But like, it was just so hard not to live with you, to see like also other children getting picked up by their moms from school. Other children just said, my mom did this, that, and you're like, and you were like, well, my mom's not here. She's in a whole other different province. And I feel like every single like end of the holiday, it would like my heart would break.
It would crush us.
But you didn't cry.
I didn't show you that I cried. I had to be strong for you, but the minute I drop you off, like the minute you leave, you have no idea. You have no idea. And I couldn't show you that because I had to be like, I had to console you because you were crying, and I didn't want but yeah, it was tough. it was tough. I used to bawl my eyes out. Yo, it was tough. And especially, guys, you can even and yes, engathi movie man. Kubone a scene where umntana ethathwa kumamakhe and then you like nike nohlukane. Yo. Yeah. It was a lot. It was a lot. I remember and then ndazofunda apha eJoburg. I've been back to school after I went to work.
That thing made me have anxiety, guys. Not just any type of anxiety, separation anxiety. Because now I feel like, as much as I'm so happy that we live together, but now every time we leave, no, but it's for a short while, I'm always crying. Like I'm even certain.
City, you have separation anxiety.
Well, like you, literally, I feel so kind of dumb. Oh, not dumb, but not dumb. Icona, this words in English that I want. It's not even Monday yet. Monday English. Anyways, I would cry every single time you like. I remember you going out with your friends. Oh, Umaka's loves to use that picture of me on my birthday. I posed and remember, the betrayal, that betrayal. But I know the story behind that picture. You know, you went out with your friends, and like I was just sitting and bawling, and that was still when we were at Kairicha. But not even that. Like now, I remember you would go, you'd go out with, like you go, ne?
Yeah.
For a couple of days, and I'm just sitting here crying because I feel like Iya's Lando. We're in an impact in Lando. Like now that I'm just so happy, but like also, anytime I feel like, or I feel like there's something drifting your way, you know, like anytime you walk out that door, I'm just like. Yo, I remember lockdown. The 4 years that we didn't see each other.
It was a lot. It was a lot. And can I tell you that rest the entire time?
I'm not one. But guys, enough of the crying. There are pros to this thing. I'm not saying it's a good thing, guys.
What do you think are your pros to it?
My pros, there's a lot of pros.
Yeah, to being a daughter, okay, a child of a teen mom.
Yeah, there are pros, as in like, it's nice. Like a relationship yet is very special. Like, like it's so special. Like. Like we are able to be. No, what I want to say is, I love our relationship name. It's filled with so much joy and fun. Like there's so much joy, and we get to have conversations like this with each other, and we share everything. You know, we're like besties, but also there's a limit to that bestiness.
Draw the line.
Draw the line. Yo, when the line is being drawn.
Yes. Do you think I'm a strict parent?
No.
I'm not.
Anyway, no, you can be strict. I know, I'm just saying that because she wants me to. I know she doesn't like it when I say she's not a strict parent. She's like, you don't see me. Tell me I'm lying.
I feel like I'm strict.
Tell me I'm lying. Like, tell me I'm lying. You don't like it when I say you're not strict, because then all of a sudden it becomes a thing. You don't see me. What? Girl, tell me I'm lying or I'm clocking your tea. Clock that. I just clocked that tea.
Send help. Mothers of parents of teenagers, send help. And that's lingo. But I kind of.
You know, like even my friends, like I'll be like telling a story about how you dissed me and I dissed you. You know, like like we're so playful. Uma was like so not. I don't want to say she's immature, but
fucking choke slam.
Violence, the violence. How can I send help? I'm not being serious. Wait a minute.
I'm being serious.
But what am I trying to say here? You know, like you can be so childish, man. No, not in a wrong way. People are gonna be like,
I can be childlike.
She doesn't respect her mother.
I can be childlike.
I very much respect my mother. I very much respect her. Like I respect her because she's real with me. Let me cook Sunganambek. That's a whole other. I love this creator. Like,
Okay.
Upila. He always says that it's Sunganambek, but it's Sunganambek, guys. Like, Vinstini, I respect her because she's real. Not like I feel like a lot of other parents, they like to make like Baba portray a perfect picture to their children. Yoba, this is how life is supposed to be. Going all Miss Trunchbull on you. But I feel like Mama's just so real. Yoba, like she'll come to me whenever like she's feeling overstimulated or like
Overwhelmed.
yes, that word. Overwhelmed, yeah, boy. Like the other day, she was crying to me. She was like, "I'm so overwhelmed. I don't know what to do." And we sat, like she literally came to me like I was a parent. Like it's so, guys.
Am I parentifying you?
No, not in that way. No. I'm just saying, guys. You know, kids of today, guys, it's so hard raising parents. Hey, like. They are such a responsibility.
Wow.
I'm just kidding, but I love that we have that type of relationship. Like, and my friends will be like, "You tell your mom this such stuff," and I'm just like, "Yeah," because who else am I going to talk to? Who else am I gonna tell? like I swear, like. I'll be telling my friends like what happened between us, or like my mom was chasing me around the house yesterday. But like it's so nice being with you, and I can respect man, mama. Like you're you're just so iconic.
Wow.
You're so iconic. No, literally, like you should see my mother when she's peggering. Like you know, like no, not peggering literally.
Yeah, okay. No,
Cooking.
cook. Let me let you cook.
Yes, like when you like you're not afraid to stand your ground. Like you're just so, some people come up to me and say, your dad's mom is your mom is she seems scary, and I'm like,
Yeah, good.
Scary who?
Good.
Who's scary? Nope, we do mellow. Hey, you're not my friends. Literally be like, your dad's mom scary. No, your dad's mom is actually very nice. I'm like, oh guys, warms my heart. I'll tell my mom. But every time I tell you something about like my best friend says, like yo. Hi, I love her. Don't. Like you're always glazing her, to be honest, and I love that.
Yeah.
Glaze me.
I think as umzali yambona umntana olungile uba makabe yithumi yomntana wakho, because ujonga uba indlela yokukhuliswa iyafana na kanye values.
I hope my friend, if you're watching this, you know that I'm talking about you. Talking about you.
Yeah, but yeah, guys, yeah, and as I've said, it's not just, I want this video to not only, because I feel like in as much as silapha ngoku and we are sharing our lives now as uSivu ona 31 noYintando ona 13, and omnye umntu might look at it and be like, oh, teenage pregnancy is not that bad. True. Like in terms of
In situation that's fun also.
Also in terms of at the end of the day, you have the responsibility to change ubomi bakho. Ewe yona iyaphazamisa. It has the potential to also derail you. It has the potential to also, ithathe nje ubomi bakho to another destination, but you need to make sure that umisa ingqondo because now you're not only doing it for yourself, now for yourself, but also you now have this person that now looks up to you, and it really does. Ungabona kumnandi ngoko kumnandi ngendlela that I cannot describe. Like my heart is so fulfilled, and it's really nice to, you know, also the I also feel like had it been like a bigger age gap, I don't know. In fact, I don't know if we want Kasimjani, but I do feel like it makes us closer. It makes us have a deeper relationship because we speak a lot. We're closer.
Also,
we kind of relate. Are able to better understand.
Like when I say I don't want to buy dresses, my mom just gets me. She's like, you know, I also had that phase. Yo, you see her wearing a dress now, but yeah, there are pictures of my mom in the 90s. I'm just like,
I but in the 90s, getting down in the 90s, wait,
what?
In the 2000s.
Oh, I mean in the 2000s.
Gee. So yeah, I feel like it really does make us closer. It makes us have a deeper relationship. Than umhlambi. I don't know if there was a bigger age gap, but I really do feel like isenza si kwazi man uku
relate.
You know.
Also, we've watched each other grow. That's the special part about it, because yes, you don't know life without being a parent. Well, you don't know your adulthood without being a parent. But I feel like, you know, we've watched each other grow. Like I've
also
known you
grow.
I've known you since you were a child.
Right?
Literally.
Yeah.
I've known you since you were a child, bro. Like, I've known you before you even had you stepped foot into your 20s. Like, the one cooler man, mama, and it was just like, I don't know that I didn't think I understood it then, but now like watching everything back, like I you know, like you've grown into this beautiful, like magnificent woman, mama, to this amazing young woman. Oh, you still fall under young woman. How do you feel? Young woman. But you know, you're this magnificent young woman, mama, and you know, like you've grown from such a point in your life where you know, it kind of seems like we were not going to make it. Yay! Especially a Kylie.
I really do feel like you have watched me grow as well, and it's really special that you watch me graduate, you watch me get my first job, you watch me, you know, you prayed together for the job that I have now.
Watched you get your license.
You watched me grow.
I've watched you learn to drive.
Yeah. So,
like there's a lot of things I've watched you do, and like man, like I've watched you grow into this masterpiece, you know, into all of the plans that God had for you, and like it's just so special to see your parent in that way. I feel like that's what makes it.
Yeah.
Wait, no.
Here, let's move past.
Swiftly. No. What happened is that I put in place of S, make it. So now I said it fast. You say. Let me just stop trying to explain.
Move along.
I don't say that.
Don't
get me cancelled. I didn't say that. And people are gonna. Anyways, but you know, it's so nice to for you to have seen. Not to have seen, to see me grow, but to also know that, you know, we've been through everything together and we're still standing together today.
We're living, we've prayed for things together. And I feel like, guys, I appreciate that so much, because we literally, before I got this job, like, guys, now I get to have a person that motivates me. Like, she gets to be like, Mama, don't. I remember praying for this job that I currently have, and she was like, Mama, don't say if I get this job, say when you get this job. And
Did you not get the job? Clock it!
and yeah, like that was pretty special. And I remember when I got the job, and praying after that, that was very special. That was very special. And yeah, we get to experience ezo zinto.
Oh, yini mntanam. Yakhanda ukubona uba ukhala kangaka. Oh. Udinga ihug no. Oh, mntanam bethu namhlanje.
So yeah, it's really special, guys. It's really special. But we really wanted just to have this conversation, just to show people that and you can
Comes from so far.
uyakwazi ukuthi ube teenage mom or teen pregnancy, but also make something of yourself. And I just want to speak to the young girls, because also I share a lot with Dandosi, because I also want, in as much as you want to Dala was teen man, Dala because I'm Dala. But with our parents, with a lot of things, and I feel like even when it was time for the birds and the bees talk, or like our parents telling us about adult activities and what not to do and what not, it was always from a point of they make us fear, they instill fear, which is not a bad thing, because fear can deter you from doing something. But I feel like I make a concerted effort to have like honest conversations with her, so that Naya azofunda something from my book. I know that she's going to make her own, mistakes. She's her own person. But I make sure that I share a lot, so that afunde, also not just from a place of fear, but also just to like show her. First of all, it's scary. It's scary, but not just that. Like, exactly what you go through as a teen mom, and make that decision and be stern about decision. You're not gonna find yourself in that position. Make sure that you're not finding yourself in that position. And I also want to speak to the young girls that maybe if so you did find yourself in that position, like me, that it's not the end of the world. It's really not the end of the world. Kunzima mdazi, kunzima. I'm not gonna lie. You can see that even with this conversation, it's making us cry, because it's something that's heavy, and we went through that. If I had her later on in life, we wouldn't have gone through the hardships that we did. And it's still something that makes us cry, because I feel like it's a healing journey, and we're not gonna just heal in one day. It's a process. So I just want to shed some light about it's very hard, but ungazincami uqonde ndimithi so mancame isikolo ndikhulisele umntana. And circumstances can be different, but if you have people in your corner, lean on your people. It really takes a community. It really takes people showing up for you, and also you also asking for help. But ndicela ungazincami mntase, ubuyele esikolweni. Isikolo is very important. Very important.
I hear right now is because of
it's
school.
Because I went to school, and now we get to we don't even have izinto ezininzi, but uThixo has already placed us in positions that to live in our answered prayers, and that was only possible ngomise ingqondo esikolweni nopasa uzimisele. You're not only doing it for you now, you're doing it for your little one. And yeah, it was about right, it's one day at a time, 1 year at a time, but Nati, we don't have figured it out. We don't have it figured out. We're rolling with the punches. We are taking each day as it comes, but kuye kube mnandi aso ufikelele kwindawo yoba uhlale nomntanakho, because guys, kubuhlungu ahlala nomntanakho. Kubuhlungu ahlala nomntanakho. So I just wanted to for us to have this conversation from the mom perspective and from the child's perspective, to say now this is us and this is our journey, but akubanga kolula, but we're here, we're happy, and we're thriving. and we continue to do our best to live a fulfilled life.
Fulfilled.
Uh-huh.
Fulfilled.
I didn't say filled. I said fulfilled. Anyway.
Anywho. Fulfilled. I mean, I please say in the comments, did you hear fulfilled or did you hear fulfilled?
Anyway. Ndumfundisa zakukorekisha. There's no school for pronunciation. Fulfilled. Don't
I shame. But there's a limit. You can't say cookie rainbow. Uthi rainbow.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching our video. There was a lot of vulnerability in this video, and we cried a lot,
So please
and that's
be
why
nice.
that's why we brought these tissues here, because we knew it would be waterworks. But yeah, this is, thank you so much for watching us, and continue to watch us, and as we unfold our lives in front, and we share our lives with you, parts of our lives with you, and we really appreciate the love. We really appreciate the new subscribers.
Oh, that is all because of that creator.
Yeah, so there's a girlie, Amanda Maboza, that shared our status on Facebook, and Sana, wow, I saw like the people, like the subscribers you got just from that post. Guys, this is nizenzayo. Like abantu kind man phandla apha umva enze loo nto just to put another person out there. Thank you so much. Like, we really appreciate what you did for us, and it really doesn't go unappreciated. Really do appreciate it, and we love you so much, and thank you so much for watching. Any last words?
You know, there's so much to life to give up.
Yeah.
But there's so many things that we have been through, and there's so many things that we are going to go through. So many challenges, but you know, we've come out, you know, on the better side. You know, on top. And who says with any other challenge that we are going to face, we're gonna do it together, man. We're gonna push through. You know, can't be as worse before.
Only upwards from here.
Only upwards. Yeah, but guys, you know,
thank you.
God bless y'all, guys. Happy Sunday.
Yeah.
We are very happy, man. Like, I have very deep appreciation for people who literally just sit down and listen to us. Yeah. Yep. But I have very deep appreciation for you guys who literally take the time to listen to what we have to say, to like and to subscribe to our videos. I mean, we appreciate you guys so much. That, you know, you actually, you know, you are here, you show up.
Yeah.
You know, like,
for us,
it's very special to us. And you know, we're not doing this, we're not necessarily doing this for the likes and for the subscriptions. We're doing this, we're here to share our story.
Yeah.
You know, our life as we know it. But yeah, man, this has been a very special journey thus far.
I love you.
Oh, I love you too.